We begin this morning with a 10 News alert, less than 24 hours after tragedy in Texas. This morning, this time in Dayton, Ohio, where 9 people have been killed, at least 16 people are hurt after a shooting in a popular downtown area of the city. It is certainly not the way that we wanted to start the morning here with you, but once again, here we are. It is Sunday, August 4th, 2019. I'm Josh Sidorowicz. We do have Madison Allworth. She is in studio with us here this morning. Madison, you've been following what is on the feeds. You have been following social media. We know that in this case, the shooter is dead, correct?
Yes, at this point, we do know that the shooter is dead, but information is still rolling in. People trying to make sense of what exactly happened, trying to piece together this shooting, which started at 1 a.m. and it did happen in a popular downtown portion of the city. So shots rang out, like I said, around 1. This occurred is filled with police lights. Now, normally this area would have nightlife and activity, but definitely not like this. And this shooting comes just 14 hours after a gunman opened fire in El Paso, Texas, a deadly weekend across the U.S.
Hard to believe it, Madison. We are talking about it here once again this morning. Of course, yesterday was the 8th deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history when a shooter killed at least 20 people at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas. 26 others were hurt. Police have arrested the accused shooter in all of this, saying that he had a detailed reason why and may have acted on a manifesto of sorts. CBS's Chris Martinez is outside that Walmart as police are now talking to that accused shooter.
Yes, I want to know if she's dead or alive or if she's still in Walmart.
Throughout the day Saturday, hundreds waited in long lines to answer an urgent call for blood donations.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Democratic presidential hopeful and El Paso native Beto O'Rourke is canceling campaign events so he can return to El Paso. President Trump has pledged the full support of the federal government to Texas. Of course, as always, we are constantly updating our website with new information as we get it on the shootings in both Texas and Ohio. You can find that all right now and all day on WTSP.com. All right, I think we need some levity here this morning. We want to bring in meteorologist Natalie Ferrari. Good to see you.
Good morning. Yeah, and you know, yesterday, Lisa, turned out to be a gorgeous day in the afternoon, dry.
Yes.
All those beach goers out there. Which
held off long enough. The rain did.
That hasn't been the case over the past couple of
weekends. You did good.
I worked really hard on that for you. So much so that let's do it again for today. We're tracking increased hour-by-hour future radar and what's happening in the tropics. I still have some brand information to bring you there.
7:06 on your Sunday. Let's get you in the know with a few other things that are making headlines here this morning. 2 people deputies say were involved in a deadly hit and run in Pasco County have been caught. Deputies say they were driving a stolen car when they ran a red light, hitting and killing a motorcyclist. This was on State Road 54 in Bruce B. Downs yesterday morning. Hours later, the duo apparently led deputies on a chase into Hillsborough County, where the driver took off running into some woods. Both are behind bars this morning. The parking garage at the Vinoy Resort in St. Pete will remain closed today after heavy rain caused some major flooding problems. And look at this, cars still being pulled out of that valet garage as of yesterday, the days now after gallons of water rushed in. Hotel management is working to accommodate guests who have been impacted by that. Well, this is not your typical LA police chase. Look at this. LAPD last night chased a man in a stolen car onto the sandy beaches of Playa del Rey. Driver sped right down the coast, right near the water, until eventually getting beached here in some softer sand that Toyota Camry was not built for the off-road. He jumped out, headed straight into the water.
No,
look at this.
Where was he going?
Where did he think he would go? I don't know. Officers did eventually wrestle him out of that water and take him into custody, right? Did he think he was just going to swim?
Hold on. Let me get my last beach trip in.
Jeez Louise, not smart.
No. Well, here's an absolutely heartwarming story. So beautiful. A simple trip to the store turned into something much bigger for an Arkansas mom and her kids. Carrie Jernigan was shoe shopping at Payless when her 4th grade daughter made a request. She said there was a boy in her class who needed new shoes, so she asked her mom if they could buy him a new pair. Carrie said yes, but after giving it some thought, she ended up buying every single pair of shoes in the store.
I was checking out. I just said, "How much for the rest of the shoes in the store?" Almost joking. I could see the clerk's face, her wheels start to turn, and she finished checking me out. And next thing you know, we're trying to figure out how to get almost 1,500 shoes home with us that day.
Oh my heart.
goodness.
And it was perfect timing. Payless was, of course, liquidating the store, as you've heard recently. Ahead of school starting, they'll give every pair away to a child or an adult in
That
need.
is awesome.
Beautiful. And I love that it's, you know, again, for children, but also adults maybe who are getting back into the workforce. They just can't get that one pair of shoes to clean themselves up a bit.
Absolutely.
And it's so giving.
And we have a shoe giveaway as well, actually.
Do we?
We do.
Oh,
yeah.
tell me more.
We did have a shoe giveaway?
my-
This is what happened. Katie, our producer
talk me
Katie's
up.
in my ear right now, and she's like bits and pieces of sentences that I'm not piecing together
There's a
this
whole
early
conver-
in the morning.
I can see it in your face.
Oh, Madison was live. Thank you. Madison was live last weekend. Remember the shoe
Yes.
giveaway?
Yes.
And we had a viewer call in and donate the remaining 20 pairs.
Yes.
Okay, did you see that in real time?
That was wheels spinning, and then these
the
wheels
little
were
loading,
spinning.
the loading sign. We got there. Good morning to you all. Thank you for joining us. It's empty. That's part of the problem. All right, listen to this. One Florida woman caught a scaly intruder making quite a splash. All right, Bucks with the day off after wrapping up their night practice schedule. The lights were turned off on Deion Buchanan in Arizona last season, falling out of favor with the Cardinals. But he's back where he belongs with Bruce Arians. Justin Granite spoke with the rejuvenated Buccaneer.
There and just, you know, show the world what we're about. Yeah.
Because I was thinking so hard. I'm still thinking about that shoe thing. I was so stumped. All right, take a look. It's a live look at the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Pete to start our morning. A fine shot there of downtown St. Petersburg. It's sunny. Is it sunny?
No, yes, you're doing good, man. You're doing good so
Woo! We've got an hour 45 left.
far. Buckle up, folks. We are talking about a little bit of cloud cover, though, out there,
Okay.
especially for the morning hours, because that's when we could have the best chance for a few showers and some storms to move through.
And then, are we done then for the day?
Yeah, most likely.
right.
Unless you're in Polk County, then you're like, Natalie, this stuff is still going through the afternoon.
What
And
is
that
she
really,
talking about?
that really will be the case, especially,
There you are.
especially as we make our way towards later today. Now, right now, you can actually see plenty of.
All right, we want to take you live to Dayton, Ohio right now, where the mayor and some other city officials, it looks like, are briefing the media following that deadly mass shooting overnight. Let's listen in.
Situation under control.
All right, you are listening there live to Dayton, Ohio. Mayor Nan Whaley detailing some of the police response there, no doubt lauding their response. They're applauding that that they were able to get there so quickly. We have learned that now 26 people were actually hurt. 9 dead in that shooting overnight in the downtown district, the Oregon district of Dayton, Ohio. You can continue to watch this live on our 10 News WTSP Facebook page or on WTSP.com. In the meantime, we are going to go to break. We'll be right back. Another city, another tragedy. While you were sleeping, at least 9 people were killed in a shooting in Dayton, Ohio, the second mass shooting in less than 24 hours in this country. Plus, the need is now. The Pet Resource Center in Hillsborough County is dealing with what they say is severe overcrowding, and they need your help. And you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, well, you make a lemonade stand.
Of course.
But this one was to keep one very special promise. Good morning to you on this Sunday, August 4th, 2019. You are up on the bright side. We thank you so much for starting your Sunday off here with us. I'm Justin Orwell.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
Pretty in pink today, too.
It's like we coordinate
It's
or
like
something.
we plan this every once in a while.
But this afternoon, I think we'll actually need the sunglasses. We'll have bright blue skies. after we get those morning showers.
Or needed some sunshine and bright blue skies, I think.
And it's great.
on this day.
Yeah, and it's great when we
Yes.
have a nice mixture of
I
both.
agree.
It's just not waterlogged all day, and it doesn't ruin all of your outdoor plans for the entire day. I don't think that's going to be the case for you. You can expect even into next week coming up.
A 10 News alert right now. While you were sleeping, 9 people were killed in a shooting in a popular downtown district in Dayton, Ohio. We have got Madison Allworth following this for us this morning. In Madison, we've actually got some new information that we just heard from the mayor on how many more are hurt.
Yeah, that's right. So 9 people are dead at this point, and 26 people have been injured as a result of happening just hours after yesterday's attack, Josh.
Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I mean, here, like you said, we're still trying to make sense of what happened in El Paso less than, well, about 12, 15 hours ago yesterday, where 20 people were killed, 26 were hurt. Police say a man with a gun started shooting at a crowded shopping center. That 21-year-old man is now in police custody. Out of the heartbreak and chaos, though, there is a hero who is gaining attention online. Here he is, Glendon Oakley. He was at the shopping center when the shooting started, and once he heard gunshots, he jumped into action, helping scared kids who were in the play area.
I grab as many as possible, and I try to get a couple other people to, grab other kids, but they're just so worried about themselves they're gone. So I'm like, man, I'm thinking if I have a child, what I would want somebody else to do. I have my license to carry, so I instantly just pulled out my gun. And I'm in the military as well, so we're trained, you hear things like that, like you're in danger, you pull out your weapon, you find cover, you save whoever you can.
Wow. Oakley is a U.S. soldier stationed at Fort Bliss in El Paso, and no doubt, he is a true hero. As with any mass shooting or any tragedy, we see time and again information spreads like wildfire on social media, even before there can be any proof that it is true. So, our Verify team this morning is separating fact from fiction.
Suspect.
All right, some very useful information there for you. Our Verify team is always working to sort through things like this. You can read more of our Verify reports at WTSP.com. There is a new warning out about pills labeled all natural, but really are prescription medication. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement says it's for erectile dysfunction capsules sold under the brand name Dr. Seltzer. Investigators got a hold of a package sent from China that was set for delivery to Ponte Verde, Florida, which contained more than $800,000 worth of these pills. Puerto Ricans in Tampa Bay are speaking out now that their former governor, Ricardo Rossello, has resigned. He left office Friday and appointed Pedro Pierluisi. Puerto Ricans on the island and here in Tampa, they, of course, protested for weeks.
Puerto Ricans are going to be watching every move. So that person is not going to have that many room for error. He's going to have to be transparent, and he's going to have to do the right thing because Puerto Rican said no more. So he's going to have to do what he needs to do, and he has no choice.
Yeah, many of the people that we heard from say they will protest again if they feel this new governor is not living up to expectations. They are looking for someone the island can trust. Pierluisi has yet to be confirmed by the Senate. He says he will step down from the position if they choose not to approve him. There's a growing problem at the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center that has them reaching a critical level of overcrowding. The shelter now is activating emergency overcapacity protocols. That includes waiving fees for all dogs and cats that are ready to go. The shelter has more than 600 animals looking for some very loving forever homes.
Yes.
Can you fit another one in your house?
I've been talking about how I do.
She's got a zoo over here.
I would love a third dog. That's next to my
The fact that you already have
two cats.
Oh my gosh.
I love all the pets.
Just another day.
In the Ferrari household for sure. But this is another, I'm obsessed with all these heartwarming stories. Like bring you guys, a 6-year-old boy honored a promise to his late father by opening a lemonade stand so he could take his mom on a date. I'm gonna try not to just cry the entire time through this. Brady Campbell's dad, Brandon, died of colon cancer at just 37.
Gosh.
Brady insisted on opening the stand the very next day and was able to raise, get this, $244.
Pretty good.
Local firefighters even came out to support him, and Brady says he came up He says he and his dad came up with this idea actually because Brady's mom says that she and her husband used to have Friday night date nights. So she thinks she'll do the same with her son.
Oh my gosh. What?
Okay.
That is so, I mean, it's
beautiful.
gut-wrenching, but beautiful,
Yeah.
really, when you think about it. And $200, that's a nice dinner.
That's fantastic. They're going to have many beautiful Friday nights to come for sure.
It's a very good kid. Yeah, absolutely. All right, still ahead here.
Today is bittersweet for me. I love my career. I still love the Highway Patrol. I always will. But it's time for me to move on.
Yeah, after more than 3 decades of patrolling our highways in Florida, Master Trooper Barbara Earhart is calling it a career. Her inspiring message for women during her final shift. Real quick, traffic alert for you. You are taking a live look in St. Petersburg. This is 4th Street North, where police are on scene of a crash that actually happened a little earlier this morning. This is between 6th and 8th. It's closed right now. Police say it should reopen, though, about an hour and a half, around 9 o'clock this morning, if not sooner. So keep that in mind if you're heading out that way in St. Petersburg this morning. And you might as well. It's nice enough, right?
Yeah,
Get outside.
it really is. The temperature's not so bad. It's that humidity. So
Well,
anything from the
story
morning
of my
run,
life,
no
yes,
kidding.
hello.
Anything from that morning run to just walking the pups, y'all are miserable.
I don't do morning runs until February. And even then, I don't actually do morning runs.
I'm
so
like,
who am
why
I?
am I always looking for an indoor treadmill? Wonder why. Yeah, this weekend it's actually going to continue to shape up to be pretty decent. Not only was yesterday picture perfect after we got all those mornings inland into the afternoon and evening time.
All right, 7:48. Why don't we take a look at what's trending right now? Would you love to? All right. Well, how about this? Tons of new stuff coming this month, including Apple's new credit card. This sounds dangerous. CEO Tim Cook made the announcement this week, or last week. Apple will make a physical card, or wouldn't it make more sense that you just use your iPhone to do Apple Pay? Duh. Am I right? Am I missing something?
I don't
They're
Apple,
actually
so-
making a physical card. This is like when they made a stylus for the iPad. Like, what year is it?
I don't
What
know
are we
the
doing?
Apple Logic, so you
Oh,
guys,
yeah, you've got an Android.
you
or-
just live your life.
She gives me her phone. What is this? How do I work this? Hey, we won't be seeing angel wings and $1 million bras on the runway this year. No, because the Victoria's Secret fashion show is canceled.
What?
The company can't figure out what both the show and their branding will look like. So they just said, yeah, you screw it. We're giving up
What?
this year. Yeah, they just decided they're not going to do it at all. Sales have been dropping. Some say a lack of diversity in both the lingerie and the choice of models could also be to blame. You know, if you don't know what to do, just don't do it at all.
Is that a life lesson, John?
That's my life motto. No. Oh, well. All right, moving on. Barbara Earhart, she was 21 years old when she began patrolling Manatee County. This is like my favorite story this week so far. But after 36 years, the Florida Highway Patrol trooper, she signed up for the final time. She is the longest-serving woman highway patrol officer in the Sunshine State. And 10 News reporter Eric Glasser had a chance to talk with her about what's now behind her and maybe more importantly, what's now ahead. Congratulations and good luck to her. Hey, they're going old school in St. Pete. There is a new arcade bringing some nostalgic games that just might make you want to put a pin in whatever your Sunday plans were. Hey, if you're feeling a bit nostalgic, you may want to check out a new pinball arcade museum that just opened up in downtown St. Petersburg. The owner, Andy Klein, decided to blow the dust off his vintage collection to raise money for a good cause, and Brightside's Jabari Thomas got an inside look.
Enjoy the energy and know that you're helping charities and know that you're helping the community.
So it cost Andy about $12,000 to feed the animals at the sanctuary. And the hope is that this pinball museum is going to bring in more money so they can feed those animals and more animals.
So here on Brightside Weekend, we like to do some team building, and I think we should add this to our list.
That would actually be fun. That looked like, and what a collection to just have kind of lying around ready to go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I see a competition coming on.
She's so competitive too. You're on, Ferrari. All right. Thank you so much for waking up for this hour. Whole nother hour coming up on the flip side. Stay with us.